Hi guys, it's Glow here. I'm so excited right now. I literally just set up my office, which is also my bedroom right now. Still sorting it out a bit, but it feels so good to have a desk and my mic all set up and nice lighting, beautiful view. I'm just stoked right now. I just created my first ASMR video. If you don't know what that is, you should probably go look it up on YouTube. But what it is like nice sounds that make some people feel really good. It kind of relaxes your nervous system. I like doing ASMR food, so it's actually like hearing people eat, which some people hate it and some people love it. So anyways, check that out on my YouTube. So I'm gonna come on here and just make a pretty short video / podcast. This is my first time recording a video while I podcast, so I'm playing with that. I told you guys I was gonna make a video about all the manifestation fun I've been having lately. But first, let's just put some nice essential oils on and set the vibe. We have got a jasmine vanilla coconut. This is a Kauai brand. Absolutely essential to set the vibe. So hello everyone. I hope you're doing really well, having a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right in because I have dance class in like 45 minutes, so I'm just gonna go into it. So, wow, so much has shifted for me in the last week or two. I didn't share that much, but like 2 weeks ago to 1 week ago, I was having a really, really rough time. I heard from a lot of people, specifically women, that were going through a similar thing, which I didn't realize at the time, and I thought I was like going insane. And I guess it was like eclipse season and some other things astrologically that I don't understand, but I like being able to blame emotions on the planet sometimes. So that was fun. That was validating. I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Planets are doing some crazy stuff. Other women are feeling a lot. But yeah, I was just like really struggling, had a couple big emotional breakdowns, to the point where I was like afraid I was going to scare my boyfriend, and he's seen a lot. So yeah, it was rough, but I mean, I knew I was going to get through it. I was like, okay, this feels like the darkest, murkiest shadows, but I came out the other end to talk about it. So woohoo. So yeah, a big aspect of my transformation happened when, one, I led the first vulnerability circle, this space I've created for people to come together and get vulnerable. And the second aspect, big impact in my transformation, was watching The Secret, which, if you don't know, it's like the OG manifestation movie. And it's all these amazing speakers and scientists and philosophers. They come together and they talk about what manifestation means to them. This supposedly secret that I guess was kept a secret to most of civilization for many thousands of years. And what's funny is I had read the book beforehand, and it was cool, but it wasn't quite as impactful as the movie was for me. So I watched the movie, and wow, it really did a number on me. It just inspired me so much. And I've known about manifestation and been practicing manifestation tools for probably about 10 years, but this ignited something so new in me. It's so cool when we know something really well, we hear all these phrases, but then when we just have it presented to us in this new way and it just lands, it hits home in such a different way. That's what happened for me with the movie. So do yourself a favor, go watch the movie. I will warn you, it is extremely cheesy. Like maybe the most cheesily made film I've ever seen. But don't let that fool you. Get beyond the cheese factor, get beyond the shocking 90s style of filmmaking, and get your notepad ready because it is noteworthy. So I wanted to share what I took away from this movie, how to manifest as simple as I can put it from what I got from the movie, and what I've been manifesting in the last 5 days since I watched it. So the first thing I manifested after watching the movie, they were like, pick something simple to manifest just for fun. It's all for fun. That's why we do life, ideally. It's for fun. So just pick something that's easy, that you don't have much emotional attachment to. And so I was like, okay, I'll pick a deck of cards. That would be fun to manifest. I hadn't seen a deck of cards in 2 months. It's not something I see regularly, right? So I was like, cool, I'm going to manifest a deck of cards. And I thought about it a bit, visualized myself getting the deck of cards and then let it go. I released the manifestation, which is kind of what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to obsess about it and be like, when's my deck of cards coming? Is it coming? Is it not coming? Blah, blah, blah. You want to set it and forget it. So I thought about it, then forgot about it. And then I counted 5 hours later, I was rummaging through this old duffel bag, looking for something that I was missing. I hadn't been in that bag in a while. And guess what I found? Yep, you named it, a deck of cards. At the bottom of the bag was my boyfriend's deck of cards were in there. And I just laughed to myself and was so excited that I was like, this shit works. So that was fun. And then I went out later that day to play solitaire by myself at a cafe. And I had headphones in and I was playing solitaire, literally a game for being solo. And I'd also been thinking about wanting to manifest friends and really wanting friendship and community and relationships. And while I'm playing solitaire with this deck of cards that I manifested, these 2 guys started chatting with me. And we had a great conversation, probably the longest conversation I've had with strangers here yet. And that wasn't a major one, but I thought that was a sweet little cherry on top of that. I've been manifesting friends, and while I was playing with a deck of cards, these guys felt called to chat with me. So that was fun. And then the next manifestation I want to tell you about, I was like, okay, what's next? I want to manifest durian. So durian, if you don't know, it's a tropical fruit that smells like moldy socks. Soggy, dead, moldy socks, I would say. And let's see here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about dance class. Coming back to the present moment. So I wanted to manifest durian, and this is a fruit that I love. It smells awful, but it tastes weird and delicious. It's savory sweet. My partner says it tastes like chicken bubblegum. And I hadn't seen durian for since we got here, a month and a half ago, because it's not in season. So we'd seen it across the island a month and a half ago. And I said, you know what? I really want to manifest durian. And then 2 days later, we were biking to a new part of the island. And guess what? I found durian. I was just biking, and then I smelled it, and I looked over and I saw a huge pile of durians. I was like, yes. Mind you, there's fruit stands everywhere here. And every time I bike past a fruit stand, I am Do you have durian? Do you have durian? And so it was a feat. I was really proud of that. I was like, this shit really works. And then the larger scale thing that I'm manifesting right now is $10,000 by July 16th. I set that goal on June 16th, which was 5 days ago. And I'm stoked. I'm so grateful for this money that's coming in. And what's cool about manifestation that I was reminded about is that we don't need to worry about the how. That's none of our business, right? This is the universe's business, how it comes about. The universe knows what we want when we have a passionate thought, and especially when we speak it out loud and we write it down. The universe knows what we want. And the universe is going to deliver it to us unless we are super shaky with our vibration and our intentions and we're like changing our mind all the time. And then it might not come to us. But the thing is, we set our intention and then we forget it. And we let the universe do the rest of the work. The universe is going to figure out the quickest, easiest, most efficient way to get you what you asked for. It's just that simple. The only reason why things don't come to us is because we have all this baggage around why it won't come to us. Like, let's say you're manifesting a gorgeous partner and you set your intention, you think about it all the time, and you're like, man, I really just want this love of my life. He or she has like all these characteristics. You even write it down in your journal, exactly what you want. This is what I did, by the way, to manifest my beautiful boyfriend. And you tell your friends about it, the kind of person that you'd love to attract into your life. So you're doing great when you do that. Sorry about my watch alarm in the back, if you guys can hear that. So you write it down, but then what happens if you are vibrationally taken off track? What do I mean by that? I mean, you set your intention for this person, but then you start having all these ideas about like, oh, I don't even think this person exists. This is way too good to be true. I just listed like everything I wanted in a person and like, what are the freaking odds that that person comes to me? Like, that's literally like a 0 chance possibility. And you're having all these doubtful thoughts of like, man, that'd be great, but like also I don't think I'm good enough for that. Like I'd be probably intimidated by that person if he or she actually came into my life. Or, man, I really messed up that last relationship. Like, I think, and I got my heart broken. It's probably better for me to actually be single. Thoughts like this start to come in. And when we actually give these thoughts space, we let them burrow into our mind and make babies of other doubtful thoughts. This is when we get into territory where now your mind is saying, I don't want that person in my life. I don't want that person in my life. That scares me. I don't want that. And the universe is like, okay, your wish is my command. Okay, we won't bring that person to you, or we won't bring the money to you, or we won't bring that job to you because you know, your mind's all over the place. So let's get back to the basics. I don't have much time before my dance class, so I'm going to make it super short and sweet here, folks, and then probably expand on a part 2. All right, so to manifest, what do we got to do? First, ask. Ask for what you want. Be very fucking clear about what you want. Get as clear into the details as possible. You want to ask for it in your mind. You want to write it down. And you want to speak it out what you want. All right, so that's number 1. Ask. Be very, very clear with what you want. Sometimes we're not careful about what we say, or we're not specific enough, and we get something that, it falls under the category of what we asked for, but it's actually not what we want. So it's good to be super clear. And then number 2 is believe. This I think most of us humans have more trouble with than asking. I think we're pretty good at asking for what we want. But believing that it is on its way is another beast. And that's something that I'm currently working through, is with this $10,000 goal that I'm manifesting. My job now that I've asked for 10,000 US dollars in my bank account by July 16th, now my only job is to believe that it's already mine. Just know that just because I have asked for it, so it is. So it is. So when thoughts come in like, well, what are you going to do for that money? Do you even deserve that? Are you just going to sit around and get that money for what? Or how would that money even come to you? Blah, 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 blah. All these doubtful thoughts. It's my task when those thoughts rear their heads, which they do, to just refocus my mind to thoughts of just knowing, being like, I'm so grateful for this money that's coming in, this money that's already mine. And I start to visualize myself receiving the money. And so this is what you can do too. Receive. Visualize what it looks like at the end goal. So let's say you want to manifest a certain car. You want to visualize yourself sitting in the driver's seat of that car, or whatever it is you want to do in that car, and have your hands on the steering wheel, and you're feeling the leather seats behind you, and you're feeling your hair blowing in the wind. You use your imagination to really conjure up what it's like to have it already there. So you're getting your vibration set. You're getting in that state of gratitude, excitement, however it makes you feel once you've already received the manifestation. You want to do your best to feel that way all the time. So that's number 3, is to receive. And in order to receive what we've manifested, we do just that. We get ourselves in that state of emotional readiness. So for me, receiving this $10,000 feels so spacious. And I feel grateful. I feel excited and generous. So I want to get myself into these states of emotions every day before there's even any money to prove to me that this is working, because that's not how it works. We want the tangible thing to prove to us that we're doing a good job, that the manifestation is working, that we can feel good or secure, but really manifestation works the other way around. We practice calibrating our emotions to how we're going to feel, how we think we're going to feel once we get the thing. But the trick is you get yourself to feel that way without the thing. And imagine what? You actually start to feel so good that you're like, wait, I don't even need the thing anymore. I thought I needed the money to feel generous. I thought I needed the money to feel secure and relaxed. And then what I've been noticing is like, I don't. Like, I already feel so prosperous. I feel so grateful doing my work every day, multiple times a day, visualizing, tapping into gratitude. I'm like, I'm good. The money will be great. It's a great affirmation of everything that's going right. And it's a great inspiration to keep going and dreaming bigger. But do I need the money? No, I already am prosperous and abundant and generous. And so the 3 steps to go over it again, it's ask, believe that it is already yours. Just because you asked, it's on its way to you. Just know that it's yours. And 3, receive. So you get into that emotional state of allowing feeling so good that it's already here, and trusting the timing on the universe, because we might have a timeline where we want our partner to arrive this week. It's like, I'm ready. But the universe has another timeline. Our soul has another timeline. So fully trusting and respecting the timeline of our soul and the universe. Trust that divine timing that you're going to be taken care of in the meantime. And one last thing I want to say is that gratitude has been huge for me. This is a really important part of manifesting, is to not just be grateful for what you're manifesting, but be grateful for what you already have. Be grateful for the bed you have, the shelter you have to live in, for your body. Let's say you're really sick and you want to manifest better health. You can still be grateful that you're breathing, just being really grateful for what you do have. And that's going to inspire more feelings of gratitude. And when we have more gratitude, we attract more things in our life that make us grateful. It's really like this snowball effect. That's why it's called the law of attraction, because you literally attract what you are emanating vibrationally. So yeah, that's what I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about manifestation or anything at all, feel free to send me a message. And I'd also love to hear what you guys are manifesting. So let me know in the comments. And I would love to hold the vision for you, whatever you're manifesting. I love the idea of using manifestation to empower the world, empower everyone we see, like envisioning them in their best state of health and their best, most prosperous lifestyle. So put it in the comments or message me with your manifestation if you would like, and I would love to supercharge that with you. And thank you so much, my loves. Thank you for joining me, whether you're on the podcast or Instagram or wherever this beautiful content shows up. And I'll talk to you guys soon.